Pole pole, the locals say. Slowly, slowly, find your way. From the dense rainforest to the vast moorlands, up to the alpine desert. This mountain truly has it all. Alright, we arrived here at Lemosho, our starting point for the 8-day hike, well, 6.5 days up and 1.5 days down. It took like 3 hours with the car to drive here to the Lemosho starting point, so it's already early afternoon, but the first hike to the first camp will just take, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. It's like 1,000 meters ascent and roughly 8-9 kilometers. So it should be fine. Weather is actually perfect, but it might rain. So I'm already prepared. Let's go. So far so good. But I think we have 2% of the road done yet. So. First camp reached. Only like 5.5 kilometers, 700 meters on ascent, so it was really just to get into the hike, I think. Probably check out where we're gonna sleep and then eat something. So we found our camp. That's where we're probably gonna eat later on. And that's where we're gonna sleep. Let's check it out. Woo. Comfy. Alright, second day, we just left the camp. Night was comme ci comme ça. I didn't sleep that well because it was super hard to sleep on the ground even though we had a mattress. So maybe slept like 2 or 3 hours. Hopefully I get used to this. Let's see. I also had a slight headache, but this fortunately is gone. And now we're heading to the next camp, which is 4 to 5 hours away from here, and an ascent of 1,000 meters. Then we end up at 3,600 meters. That's actually the highest altitude I ever been to. Let's see how this will feel. Alright, arrived at Camp 2, so we are now at 3,600 meters. Still fine. I mean, at the end I could feel that the air becomes a little bit thinner, but overall still completely fine the hike. And we were actually super lucky because throughout the hike we were able to have a first glimpse of the peak, of the Kilimanjaro peak, which is usually not that common in the afternoon because it's packed in clouds, so I guess that's a good sign. For the rest of the day we grab some lunch now and then just chill and continue the hike tomorrow. Alright, day 3 of our hike. You see I'm wearing a beanie. Not because it's too cold, but it shall protect me from the sun. And today should be quite an easy hike. Only 10 kilometers. Let the porter through. Just go. Hakuna Matata.
Yes, pole pole.
So only 10 kilometers and the same altitude, so we stay at the 3,600 meters. So yeah, should be fun and relaxed. Let's go. Okay, we reached Camp 3, which is called Shirai Camp 2. During the hike there was quite hot, to be honest, so I was struggling a bit with the heat, but now actually became a little bit cloudy, so it's okay. And yeah, now I will rest. Alright, day 4. Today's hike will be a little bit more tough. We go up to 4,600 meters, stay there for an hour and have lunch to acclimatize, and then go back down to 3,900 meters. Overall it should take like 7 hours. Let's go! Alright, we reached now our lunch spot at 4,600 meters, and it's the first time I can really feel the altitude. It's quite a headache, and yeah, hopefully I get used to it. We just stay here for lunch and then go back to 3,900. Don't have any problems with breathing though, that's good. I also measured my oxygen saturation in the morning, which was like 92, so that's good, but the headache is quite hard. So let's see, I'm also not hungry at all, but I have to eat something. Yeah, but I think it's good for acclimatization, going back then to 3,900 and staying there overnight, so fingers crossed. Alright, arrived at our camp at 3,900 meters, so roughly 700 meters down again from our lunch peak. Still a slight headache, but overall not too bad. Probably catch some sleep now and get ready for the hike tomorrow.
It was on day 5 when the first helicopter arrived to rescue people afflicted by altitude sickness. As dawn broke, we ascended the breakfast wall. A single glance down unveiled how far we have already come. But one look up to the top of Kilimanjaro made me realize this is only the beginning.
Alright, we arrived at camp 5 or 4, I don't even know anymore. Roughly 4 hours of hike, but a lot of up and down, and also some climbing, which was quite cool. And now we're at 4,000 meters. Your headache is gone and breathing is okay. So let's relax and continue tomorrow. Okay, day 6. Today we're gonna go all the way up to the base camp, which is the final camp before the summit. Elevation of 700 meters. As you can see, there are only people walking up there at a super slow pace, which makes sense because it's getting harder and harder to breathe. For me it's fine now, but I'm also standing, so let's see how it is once I'm walking. But sure I will manage, so see you up there. Alright, we just arrived at the base camp at 4,700 meters. Took roughly 2.5 hours. Was okay, the hike, not too hard. No problems with breathing, slight headache, but I think that's also normal. And later today we're gonna get the briefing for the summit, so let's see. Alright, we just woke up, 11 p.m, still same day, and now prepare for our summit, which takes like 6 hours to the first peak, the Stellar Point, and then an additional hour to the Uhuru peak, which is with 5,900 meters, the highest point. A bit tired, but also motivated to finally reach the roof of Africa. Let's go. We made it! Woo! There's the proof. On the roof of Africa. Yamani bomba, 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 ageni bomba, 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 namini bomba, 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 ogitaga kusese.